he's right, bro. How do they try and put like Trump like he's racist?
Right, so more than 4 dozen Afrikaners have come into the U.S. and President Trump, he pretty much funded it. A group of 49 white Afrikaners who were granted refugee status by the Trump administration departed South Africa on Sunday night and landed Dulles International Airport in Northern Virginia on Monday. Now, President Trump signed an executive order in February granting an exception claiming minority Afrikaners were being treated unfairly in South Africa. During a press conference yesterday, a reporter asked, why are you creating an expedited path into the U.S. for white South African refugees, especially during a time when your administration has pretty much halted all refugee admissions? And here's what the president had to say about that.
Farmers are being killed. They happen to be white, but whether they're white or black makes no difference to me, but white farmers are being brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they talk about it. That would be the only story they talk about.
Respectfully, Mr. President, I'm talking about it right now.
But he's right, bro. How do they try and put Trump like he's racist? That is not racist. He's right. Whether it's black or it's white or it's Asian, it doesn't matter. They're farmers. Farmers are the ones who build the freaking nation, bro. We need farmers. So, okay, yes, Africans are going and killing white farmers. Of course he's going to bring them in. What the hell? If they were black, he would bring them in. They've got good relations with South Africa. What do you want him to do? Yes, white farmers are getting killed. Yes, we're going to go and save them. What the hell? How's that rate? What?
Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau, he welcomed the Afrikaners, African farmers, when they arrived to Dulles International Airport. The group will now have a pathway to U.S. citizenship and be eligible for government benefits. And for those who don't know, apartheid was a system of legalized racial segregation and discrimination enforced by white minority government in South Africa from 1948 to 1994. It involves separating people based on race, particularly restricting the rights and opportunities of the black majority. And of course, the word apartheid means separateness in Afrikaans. So it seems like, if based on what the president is saying, it just seems like, it is par for the course. It is on brand.
Well, I'm just curious to see why those 4 individuals, why those 4 Africans are allowed in the country and nobody else is allowed in the country.
White Africans.
4 white Africans. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're white. Of course they're allowed in the country. What's Donald Trump doing? He just doesn't want other, bare immigrants coming into the country. Isn't Australia like that? Have you guys seen Australia? Do you know how strict Australia is? You're talking about Trump. Trump's like, bro, what the hell? What do you, we're giving out money. Bro, Trump is a real one. This guy came into office, 27 executive orders. He just saw nonsense. What's this nonsense happening in my country? Number one, we're giving money to Kenya. Why are we giving 60, however much million we're giving to them? They're not paying us back. Or like Americans with the Democrats loaning money to places like Kenya in Africa. We obviously don't pay them back. So they know, they're just like, all right, cool, we can just go and use their military. When we want to come in there, we'll just, it's like, but we basically own them. Donald Trump has come in as a real one. He's like, you know what? Yes, we could own them, but why are we loaning them money and they ain't paying us shit? Now they still owe us a lot of money. If we need shit, I'm a businessman, so I'm gonna need shit. Military come in, Of course, he's a businessman, So maybe he just doesn't want many immigrants coming into his country. Now, is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Australia, what I can tell you here, Australia, they're like that. Hey, Australia's strict with people coming in the country. They don't just let anyone anyhow walk into Australia. So is Donald Trump onto something? But then the media tries to spin it like he's racist. That's not racist, bro. I would have let in those South Africans too, even if they were white. Welcome in. Yes, did white people do wrong back in the days? Yes. What I like about Trump, he's funny too. Listen to what he said. Listen to what Trump said. Listen to what he said. Hey, Trump's a real one.
No, apartheid was a citizenship.
Good. Story that the media doesn't even talk about it.
Yeah, the media doesn't even talk about that just because they're white. So it's okay to just kill white people. No, that's not okay.
And the news brutally killed, and their land is being confiscated in South Africa. And the newspapers and the media, television media, doesn't even talk about it. If it were the other way around, they talk about it. That would be the only story they talk about.
It's facts. But he's got a point. He's not. That's not racist, bro. He's got to put. If it was black people there that were getting killed, everyone would be talking about it. But white people that they're getting killed, no one's talking about it. We're human beings all at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that it doesn't matter what people have done in the past. You don't have to do that. Yes, they came and took people's land. Well, at the same time, you know, is this an argument or not? Did we allow them to come in and just take our land? They also took our names. They don't see anyone complaining about that. You guys complaining about racism, but Africans they came in and took your names. They didn't force you to take the names, or, hey, well, okay, they possibly could have. No, but still, there was still part of ours in there to be like, no, because, actually, what am I talking about? India, look at India. India, they kept, the British colonized them. They kept their names. They kept their Indian names. So why didn't we keep our names? They enslaved. They came with guns to the Indians, but what happened is they also respected the Indians. They looked and they said, these guys are smart. These men, we've colonized them, but they haven't let us take their names. What happened to us? So Donald Trump has got a point, bro.
Respectfully, Mr. President.
Bro, look at what I'm saying. Don't waste your youth. Donald Trump, this guy's giving advice. Bro, what a president. What a president. He's coming there, bro, his first day in president, he came in and made 27 executive orders. 20, something like that. Let's Google it. Or let's ask ChatGPT. How many executive orders did Donald Trump sign on his first day? 4? Bro, what are you talking about? I heard more. Bro, 2017, I'm saying now. Anyway, I don't know what the hell ChatGPT is talking, but he signed hella executive orders, basically, because he came and get shit done. He's an entrepreneur. He's a CEO, bro. It's some CEO shit.
Racial segregation and discrimination enforced by white minority government.
So
they're fleeing their country because of unfair treatment and racism.
Cuba flag is a white.
It's racism. They're being treated unfairly by their government, and
Is white? Yeah, African, because I didn't know that they were white Africans.
What?
Yeah, in South Africa there are white Africans.
Elon
they're
Musk is a white African.
Shut
Yeah, he is a
up.
white.
That's
He
a
is
fact.
white?
South Africa.
He's
Yes.
from South Africa. Yes.
Yes, he is.
That might be all his
But
family.
basically, they're saying it's racist. It's racism. They're being treated unfairly by their government, and they're fleeing their country because of unfair treatment and racism.
Cuba flag is a white African too. Did y'all know that? Cuba flag is? Yeah.
Yeah, but if the government of South Africa is black, which they could be, you know, again, hey, I'm not the most politically correct, but if they're black, or, you know, and they're now treating racism, then it's understandable. Shit, I'd leave too.
I didn't know that, did you?
I don't know, but if that was true.
You had to think about it, right? You like, damn, he can't walk.
He can't ball. He can't play ball.
That makes sense,
There's
right?
always an exception.
People gonna be mad. People gonna be mad at me because I did not know that.
That there was white
I know the
Africans?
white Africans be coming me like, you did not know? Like, no, I did not know.
I don't think they talk like that.
Oh, so they talk white?
Hey, I can see why. She's pretty. She's pretty.
I've never heard a white African talk like that.
All right, call
The
up,
South
yo.
African accent is a little different.
You want the white Africans to call up? Call up a few white Africans.
Right. All right. Well, Morgan, we'll see you next hour. Morning, everybody. It's assuming it's a torn Achilles, but we'll find out.
Yeah, crazy. All right, let's move on to the next video.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.